Hola muchachos, ¿qué tal? Buenos días. Aquí tienen el horario para hoy, miércoles el 22 de febrero. If you guys didn't have any homework at all due for today, and you do not have any homework for the weekend, just your project that is due on March 6th and March 7th. Our daily objective for today to discuss what errands you've done and where you guys went yesterday afternoon, and to recognize how to use direct object pronouns to indicate the recipient of verbs. Your warm-up question for today, ¿Qué hiciste por la tarde? It's asking what did you guys do in the afternoon in terms of places you went, and then the errands or activities you did at those places. So utilizing the vocabulary that we've been looking at for the past couple classes, here on page 126, these are different chores or activities you do throughout the house to help out. On pages 130 and 131, you have things that we do in the community in terms of errands that we run and the places that we do them at. It's on pages 130 and 131. And actually, if you look at the activities we did last class, we created a T-chart where we organized those places on the left-hand side there, and on the right-hand side, the chores or the activities that you would associate with each place. And then we had conversations about the things that we do, the errands that we run, and the places that we go to do those, and the hours of operation, rather, in each of those places. So utilizing that T-chart from exercise 4 there on page 134, want you to first indicate where you went recently. For example, fui al correo, went to the post office, and then indicate an errand or an activity that you would associate with that place. Fui al correo para echar una carta. Mi familia y yo fuimos al supermercado para comprar pan. Yo fui a la casa de mi amigo para estudiar para un examen de álgebra. So start with yo fui to say I went, or mi familia y yo fuimos to say we went, followed by the place. And again, page 126 or 152, the end of the chapter, has some great suggestions for places in addition to those that you have in your notes. And then para, and then a verb that we would associate with that location. And no need to conjugate that verb. Again, we're going to try to carve out some time to knock out your project that's due at the beginning of next month. You guys can watch the video here for more detailed instructions in terms of how to complete that assignment. So today it's really brief. We're going to tackle that second daily objective, talk about how to use direct object pronouns to indicate the recipient of a verb. We'll do some practice activities. We're actually only going to get to exercise 12 today. And then the rest of the class will be spent working on your project, Chapter AB, 2AB, Elective Assessment. So if we take a look at page 138, that's where you can find the notes on direct object pronouns. Direct object pronoun essentially tells who or what receives the action of a verb. Direct object pronouns in English are me, you, him, her, it, and them. And we're focusing on these direct object pronouns, it and them. And just like in English, we use direct object pronouns in place of nouns to avoid having to repeat that direct object repeatedly. So for example, instead of saying the book, we could just simply say I returned it. Or the examples over here on the right hand side. ¿Devolviste los libros a la biblioteca? Did you return the books to the library? No, no los devolví. No, I didn't return them. They refers to los libros, which would be the direct object. They or them rather, is a direct object pronoun. ¿Ayudaste a tu mamá en casa? Sí, la ayudé. Yeah, I helped her. Her being my mom. My mom is the direct object. La is the direct object pronoun, and direct object pronouns are going to have the same gender and number, masculine, feminine for gender, singular and plural for number, as the nouns that they replace. And that's what that chart refers to here. Lo and la are singular. Los and las are plural. Lo and los are masculine. La and las are feminine. So we're going to knock out exercise 12 together just to do the first few with you. This is a conversation between Teresa and Mama, and we are identifying which pronoun, direct object pronoun, fits in the conversation. ¿Qué tal la película, Teresa? Bien, mamá. Me gustó mucho. ¿Tú la viste anoche? You saw it last night. It, in this case, is the movie, which is feminine singular. So we're going to use that feminine singular form, or feminine singular direct object pronoun, la. Sí, pero no me gustó. Oye, ¿dónde están las cosas que tú compraste en la farmacia? No las veo. I don't see them. They being the things. And that is why we're using the direct object pronoun las. Ah, sí, aquí está. ¿Y la pasta dental? Creo que la dejé en el baño. Now we're using la because la pasta dental is feminine singular. We know that because it ends in a, that it's feminine. We know it's singular because it does not end in s. And that's how we're determining to use la as the direct object pronoun there. So knock out the rest of exercise 12. Not going to get to exercise 13. So you don't need to worry about that, although you're welcome to look at the model and see how to go about that activity if you'd like the additional practice. No homework at all for next class, just to continue to work on your project for Chapter 2AB.